Si Cheska yata may weekend plans kasi bigla siyang natawa.
I will be enjoying my bed and my
May
pillows.
nag-workout na ba dito?
Wala pa.
Wala
Next week
pa.
na. Next week na.
Siya.
Balik Alindog at balik pasok on Monday pa.
Kasama siya dun sa napakaraming pumunta sa gym.
There was no one in the gym kanina to So feeling ko Monday pa sila.
Monday.
Kung mag-alala, Cheska.
Wala pa rin traffic today.
Pakita mo, pakita mo.
Hindi, babantayan natin yung New Year's resolution ni Cheska habang inaantay namin yung sayo, Andre.
Ako, hindi. Iniisip ko tumakbo ulit. Pag okay na tayo.
Tignan natin.
Pag napatakbo natin yung katabi mo, sige.
Sige.
Oo natin yan.
Well, thank you, ladies, and happy weekend. We've got NBA star Jimmy Butler, finally speaking out amid rumors that he wants to be traded, plus results of today's NBA games.
And we speak to former Filipinas team captain Tane Anis live as she begins life after football.
I'm Andre Felix.
And I'm Cheska Latoncalao.
And here's tonight's play-by-play.
Ramiro, the show by Mamoy leaves Philip. Future moves puts it on. Unbelievable. Gemma on the left side. Oh, the pass! Stuck in another one. Macunas rejecting Espejo for the point.
Well, after months and months of trade rumors, finally Jimmy Butler speaks. He wants out of South Beach. That reaction says it all. Well, Butler shared his thoughts to the media after the Miami Heat lost to the Indiana Pacers today. Just last week, Heat team president Pat Riley addressed those trade rumors and denied any intent of moving Butler elsewhere. Butler did play in Miami's last two games after a 13-day hiatus due to what he called reconditioning. Before all this happened, Butler had some good times for the Heat, even leading the team to 2 appearances in the NBA Finals. The 6-time NBA All-Star also became a 2-time member of the All-NBA third team and once made it to the NBA All-Defensive second team. Now, should Jimmy Buckets get his wish, he will be joining his 5th NBA squad. Butler previously played for the Chicago Bulls, the Minnesota Timberwolves, and the Philadelphia 76ers.
What do I want to see happen? I want to see me get my joy back from playing basketball. And wherever that may be, we'll find out here pretty soon. But I want to get my joy back. I'm happy here, you know, off the court. But I want to be back to somewhat dominant. I want to hoop. And I want to help this team win. Right now, I'm not doing that.
Can you get your joy back here on the court?
Probably not.
Ouch.
Sakit ba?
Ow. Hold
Well,
on.
we have to face the music, and he's not that happy anymore on the court, so let's see if his wish will be granted.
As Andre already mentioned, the Miami Heat lost to the Indiana Pacers today as Tyrese Halliburton had a historic performance. Halliburton put up an immaculate stat line of 33 points and 15 assists, 0 turnovers as Indiana rolled to the win 128-115. Hallie is the first NBA player to ever record at least 30 markers, 15 dimes, and no turnovers multiple times. The Pacers point guard first achieved the feat on November 14, 2023 during an NBA Cup game against the Philadelphia 76ers. But Hallie wasn't the only Indiana player that took care of the ball well this game. As a team, the Pacers had a season-low 8 turnovers in the victory. Indy was also on fire from the outside, hitting 17 triples. The Pacers are now 8-2 for the season when connecting on 15 threes or more. Overall, they are 8th in the East with 17 wins and 18 losses. The Heat, on the other hand, is 6th with 17 victories against 15 defeats. After the game, Hallie and Pacers head coach Rick Carlisle shared their thoughts on their winning performance.
He was great. He was great. And, for him developing the feel of when to be the aggressive scorer when he gets on a run like this, and when to facilitate and get other guys involved that may get going, or he may help them get going. That's going to continue to be the balance, for a guy like him. He's such a unique player. He came to us really as a point guard, and he's become, one of the elite scoring point guards. And so, but I still think, and he and I have talked about this, there's a real place for the balance too. And he's got weapons, and not only did he score tonight, but he made sure other guys were touching it, which was awesome.
Yeah, it's be aggressive, get downhill. It's been a up and down season for me, scoring the ball. But I know if I get consistent paint touches, good things happen for us offensively. And me and Coach had a good conversation on playing yesterday about what I can do better, and that constant conversation, relationship I have with him has been really beneficial for me. So, allowed me some freedom, played free today. Had a good game, and thought that I controlled the game well tonight.
Speaking of a perfect performance, Steph Curry showed why he's the best shooter of all time yet again, as the Golden State Warriors destroyed the Philadelphia 76ers. Final score here, 139-105, as Curry made all 8 of his attempts from three-point land. The Chef cooked up a total of 30 points to go along with 6 rebounds and 10 assists. Curry is the first player in NBA history to go 8 for 8 from deep, while also tallying 10 dimes. And he did all these with a sprained right thumb. The Warriors are now 9th in the West, winning 17 out of 33 games. Sixers, meanwhile, are 11th in the East with a 13-19 win-loss slate. Here's Curry talking about his special night.
First off, thanks for making up a stat that I could be the first at. That's pretty cool. I didn't really think nothing of it. Sometimes when you have like a little injury or something that's random, it kind of forces you to focus a little bit. And just be free, just happy I got to play, because I was kind of unsure going into the day. But I didn't get many attempts. I got up in the first half, but all 4 of them were really good in rhythm shots, and then from there you kind of just flowing off of the joy of things going our way, and having a day where Dennis hit 3 in the first half. JK came in, hit some big shots. Moses, everybody was kind of just feeling the rhythm of the night, and those last 3, the glass ones, that is your night, and you just gotta laugh and have some fun with it.
As for the Oklahoma City Thunder, well, they're now on their longest win streak in franchise history. They claimed a franchise-best 13th win in a row by overcoming a slow start to beat the Los Angeles Clippers. Looking at the final score of 116-98, you wouldn't think that the Thunder had been down by as many as 16 points. But a 42-point outburst in the third turned the tide for OKC as they pulled ahead by 18 entering the final 12 minutes. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander was true to form, dropping a game-high 29 markers to go with 8 assists. Clippers forward Amir Coffey had a team-best 26 markers, stepping up in the absence of James Harden, who was a late scratch for LA. Oklahoma City towers over the West with 28 wins against only 5 losses. The Clips fall to 7th with 19 victories and 15 setbacks.
3 more NBA games on tap for you tonight. Let's take a look at the scores. Jason Tatum flirts with a triple-double here as the Boston Celtics survive a late surge by Ant-Man and the Minnesota Timberwolves, 118-115. Another frantic comeback was put off this time by the Brooklyn Nets as they survived the Milwaukee Bucks, 113-110. And lastly, no AD. No problem for the Los Angeles Lakers as LeBron James, 38 points, lead the Purple and Gold to a 114-106 victory over the Portland Trail Blazers.
The first fan returns of the 2025 NBA All-Star Game voting have arrived.
And the Greek Freak, Giannis Antetokounmpo, not only leads the East, but the entire league in fan votes so far. Why am I not shocked? The Greek Freak already has over 1.7 million votes to top the East's front court, as you can see. He is followed by Boston's Jason Tatum with 1.3 million and the New York Knicks' new big man, Karl Anthony Towns, with almost 1.1 million votes. Last year, he was just 100,000 votes. Orlando's injured star, Paolo Banchero, is currently fourth, while Boston's other J, Jaylen Brown, completes the top 5 in the East front court. Among the East guards, showman LaMelo Ball leading the way here with 947,000 votes. Donovan Mitchell of the league-leading Cleveland Cavaliers is second with 718,000. Damian Lillard, Jalen Brunson, and current assist leader Trae Young complete the top 5 for the East backcourt.
In the West, reigning MVP Nikola Jokic is the leading vote-getter with more than 1.4 million fan votes so far. He's followed by Kevin Durant in the top 5 of the West front court with 1.26 million fan votes. LA's 1-2 punch in LeBron James and Anthony Davis are third and fourth, while San Antonio's Victor Wembanyama is fifth in just his sophomore season. Among the West guards, OKC's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has the most votes so far with just over 1 million. He's followed by injured Mavericks star Luka Doncic with 870,000, while his backcourt partner Kyrie Irving is fourth with 503,000. Steph Curry and the Ant-Man Anthony Edwards round out the top 5. Fans account for 50% of the vote to decide the All-Star starters. The other half will be shared by NBA players and a select media panel. The next fan vote update will be on January 9. When Play-by-Play returns, we'll be speaking with Filipinas former team captain Tanay Anis on her recent retirement from the sport. Stay tuned for that. We'll be right back.
And we're back. Thank you for joining us here on Play by Play, only on One News. New year, new chapter for Tanay Anis as she begins life after football.
The former Filipinas team captain announced her retirement from the sport before 2024 ended, closing a stellar career that includes 43 international caps for the Philippines from 2018 to 2024. What's in store now for the 35-year-old midfielder? Tanay
Making her
Anis
young.
herself joins us live via Zoom from Chicago in the U.S. Good evening, Tanay, or good morning.
Yeah, good evening from Manila. Good morning there in Illinois.
Hi.
All right.
Good morning.
I saw
Good
that
evening.
smile, by the way. Let's break the ice first. T,
Yeah.
how do you like when Cheska made you younger? She said you're just 34 years old, man.
Oh, it's okay. I'm embracing my age.
All
We're
right,
not. I'm not.
Well, I
Go
mean,
ahead.
of course, we do want to know how you've been the past few days since you've announced your retirement. Have you, accepted it? Has it sunk in? I'm sure you got so many messages from everyone.
And was that even planned, T, to announce that on that particular program?
It was planned. I've actually been planning this for quite some time. In the podcast with Ven on Football Brew, I talked about how I've kind of been making this decision almost from the summer. And for the last months, kind of just processing all of that and figuring out how I felt the best way to make that announcement and kind of come to that decision. And I felt that a meaningful way to kind of do that would be going on that podcast with Ven again, because I had been on it previously and it was a really great experience for me. And I didn't think that I would be able to do it justice if I kind of just made that announcement via a video on Instagram or Facebook.
Yeah.
And Ven's passion for football and telling stories in football is amazing.
Yeah. And it went viral, of course. A lot of, a lot of people reposting that, and well deserved so, because you have done so much for this country, for football, and have inspired a lot of young girls to represent and play football here in the Philippines, at least. T, has any of your teammates reached out to you, and have you consulted or talked to anybody about this major decision?
Yeah, I've been in contact with a lot of teammates that I've played with throughout the years. And obviously also our head coach, Mark. We've been talking about this for quite a while. So this isn't news to anyone. I, personally told my teammates before making that announcement so that they knew, and they knew from me personally.
And of course, as fans and as, people who will support Filipinos in sports everywhere, we've witnessed so many of your historic moments in your career, the AFF Women's Championship, the Women's World Cup. I mean, obviously, these are amazing achievements, but if you had to choose just one out of everything that you've done in your entire career, which one stood out the most?
On a large scale level, the most surreal experience was obviously the World Cup last year in New Zealand. But for me, the most unforgettable one and the most meaningful one was when we won the AFF championship in Manila, in our home country. Nothing could really match that
Yep.
for me.
Yes, I was there. I watched it live and I cried. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
She promised me
Yeah,
a jersey
same.
too. I was there for every match. Since you know what was funny though, I remember having a conversation with you. It started not a lot of people were watching the first match, and then it kept on
Yeah.
growing and growing, right? Remember that? I remember,
Yeah.
konti lang nung una eh. Tapos biglang parami na ng parami,
Yeah.
ng parami, and then it became a packed stadium when they garnered a lot of attention, and rightfully so. Now, question is, now that you've officially retired, T, what's the plan? What's life after football now? What are your immediate plans? Will you be staying there? I know you're based there, but do you have plans of coming back to the Philippines, exploring other career options? What is going through Tanay Anis's head right now after retiring from football?
Yeah, that's a big question for myself. I think I'm still slowly figuring that out. I obviously still want to be connected to football in some way. and definitely Philippines football. I'm hoping to still be involved with our youth teams. I'm not exactly sure how that will look in the future or what that may entail, but I definitely will try and stay involved, no matter what that looks like. If that comes through our youth teams, if maybe at some point in time I am able to work with our senior team, or if it's some other realm, I know that I will stay connected to the game on some level, but I'm definitely passionate about LGBTQ advocacy and kind of the mental health respect. So I don't know if that will be through football or sport, but I'm definitely passionate about that and kind of looking down those avenues. So yeah, there's kind of a blank slate and just kind of giving myself time to figure that out.
Coach T?
Yeah, why not?
That's always in some respect. What that looks like, not sure.
All right, well, of course, you are part of the squad that has opened doors, broken through glass ceilings, and set the standard for women's football in the Philippines. And of course, there are many others that came before you that led to this path as well. But for you in particular, how do you see the future of Philippine women's national football?
I think we're still definitely on an incline. I think the last handful of years has really opened the floodgates there for what our national team and what our program is capable of. And I hope that it will just continue to grow. I hope it will continue to grow so much within the Philippines and even throughout our diaspora all over the world. We've made connections in so many places, in so many countries with Kababayans. And so I just hope that continues to grow. And I hope that the awareness continues to grow and we just keep building off of everything that we've accomplished and achieved over this last handful of years.
You know what, T, I'll be missing a lot of those crosses. And I'm sure your teammates would too. And I just remember having conversations with Sarah, Jackie, those young girls who look up to you as their mentor and their idol. Now, lastly, looking back, T, what message do you want to deliver, to say to all the aspiring young girls watching us right now who will be watching this online as well? What do you want to tell them? For those because like what you said, we've barely scratched the surface. We're on the rise here with women's Philippine football. What do you want to tell young little girls who want to follow, specifically your footsteps, T? Go ahead.
I guess I would just tell them that, and I've always felt this way, is that representing our country at the national level and on the international stage will always be a privilege and not a right. And if someday you are able to wear that flag, wear our crest, don't take it lightly, don't take it for granted. It's been the greatest honor of my life, and I hold that very near and dear to my heart. And so I would just say, if it is your dream, work hard and just know that you're representing more than yourself, more than your team. You're representing a whole people, and that always has to be the main focus for anyone that has the privilege and honor of representing our country on our national football team.
Thank you
See?
so much.
We have to do this.
Yeah.
In behalf of everybody that you made really, really proud, pwede ba kunin natin direct, nakasalute kami kay Tanay. We're gonna salute. Yan. I know that's cheesy, but we salute you, man. You know that. Cheska and I, once we saw that video, we wanted you to be on the show right away. What a career, and thank you.
Thank you, T, for waking up early, for one. I know you're not really feeling 100% to begin with, so we really appreciate you taking your time to join us here on Play by Play. Once again, thank you so much to Tanay Anis, retiring a legend in Philippine football, former team captain of the Filipinas. After the break, double Olympic gold medalist Carlos Yulo will open the year with another prestigious award thanks to the Philippine Sports Association. The details when Play by Play returns. Welcome back. You're watching Play by Play on One News. Alex Ayala's impressive run at the WTA Canberra International has come to an end. Ayala bowed to China's Wei Xijia in the semifinals, 5-7, 2-6 defeat. The Filipina tennis star fought valiantly in the first set, leading 5-4 before Wei rallied to take the next 3 games. In the second set, Wei took control early with a 5-love lead, though Ayala managed to win 2 games to briefly stay in contention. Wei will now move on to the finals to face Japan's Aoi Ito. Ayala will shift her focus to the 2025 Australian Open qualifiers as she aims to achieve her first ever Grand Slam women's main draw appearance.
Happy Friday, another all-NBA lineup in tonight's highlight reel. What a start for the year 2025, huh? Let's start with the Lakers versus Blazers. Roll it. Here we go in LA. Take a look at that pass and then that fake. Woo! Shaedon Sharpe jumping for nothing there. Let's take a look again. LeBron James threading the needle. Nice up fake by Max Christie, putting it up and in. Look at the King at 40. So dishing like he's 20. And James knew just where to put that ball. By the way, LeBron finishing with a game-high 38 to go along with 8 assists. Christie, not too bad this game either. Career-high 28 points for Max as LA takes down Portland 114-106, even without Anthony Davis. Roll the next highlight. How about this tasty dish from the chef, Chef Curry? Here's Schroeder running it. Curry draws the double right away, goes in the middle, no look, baseline, Andrew Wiggins. What a play there by the chef. That's what happens when Curry has the ball. He just draws so much defense. Curry had 30 points in this one, 10 assists. He was also 8 from deep. Wiggins had 15, 7 boards, and 4 dimes. More highlights from the Dubs. How about big man Trayce Jackson-Davis working the 2-man with Wiggins, a bounce pass. And then Wiggins over Embiid falling down. Don't get injured, Joel. And then that's the first one. And then the other, returning the favor. Trayce to Wiggins, pocket pass, right back to you. And then the slam by TJD over Joel Embiid. Don't cry, Embiid. What a play there between these two, Trayce Jackson-Davis and Andrew Wiggins, both from the same baseline. Big place right there at San Francisco as the Dubs crushed the Sixers 139-105.
Thank you for doing the highlights, Andre. And before we go, no surprises here. Filipino gymnast Carlos Yulo is taking home the 2024 Athlete of the Year award. What? From the Philippine Sports Writers Association. Yulo is, of course, the Philippines' second Olympic gold medalist following weightlifter Heidelin Diaz, who struck gold at the Olympic Games in Tokyo in 2021. In addition to his Olympic success, Yulo dominated the 2024 Asian Championships in Uzbekistan, clinching gold in the individual all-around floor exercise, vault, and parallel bars events. Yulo is the first gymnast to receive the Athlete of the Year award since Pia Adel Reyes in 1997. He will formally receive the honor at the PSA's annual awards night on January 27th.
Congratulations. Like what you said, no surprises there. Well deserved. Paano?
What?
Dalawang golds yun eh. Dapat lang talaga kay Kaloy Yulo yun. What a week, what a week. Hopefully by Monday we can have Alex Ayala on the show. What a ride though for her. It's not yet done kasi meron pa yung Australian Open. May qualifiers pa, so sana we're hoping for Alex to qualify. That's all from us tonight and the whole week, but we'll see you again on Monday at 9 p.m. for a play-by-play of today's top sports stories.
Play-by-play is on One News, that's Signal TV, Channel 8 on SD and Channel 250 on HD. We are also available on Signal Play and Pilipinas Live.
We're available everywhere. I'm Andre Felix.
And I'm Cheska Liton-Calao. Thank you for watching. Good night and happy weekend.
Woohoo!